Good morning, good evening, good day, good night.
I have a lot to update you on. They're like little updates, so I hope you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay, so I blocked off, as you already know, your birthday weekend to come spend with you and baby Becks and do all that, right?
The weekend before or the weekend after?
Pretty sure you had me block off the weekend of.
Like, my birthday's on a Thursday.
Yeah, like that weekend.
Oh, sick.
Why are you acting like this is the first time you've heard about this?
I've been asking you when you're going to come up here, and
we blocked this off in my calendar together. You and me blocked this off in my calendar together.
That doesn't mean shit.
Okay.
Who's coming with you, though?
I don't know what children are coming with me yet, but I will have some combination of crotch goblins with me.
Okay.
I have so much, just trauma dump on you. I don't know if they're trauma dumps or not, but okay. So first, I was going to say something about me, Alessandra, and Kristen going out to lunch the other day, and then you having FOMO. So we brought up Salem, and because I keep forgetting about it, and I know I already booked it, and so then I was like, I triggered something in my brain that I was like, I need to ask Becky if they're still going to come to Salem, because I know that with life with a newborn is rough. So for those of you guys listening who don't know, we all decided we're going to go to Salem, Massachusetts. I have wanted to go for forever. Alessandra went a couple years ago, and I saw the pictures, and it made me want to go even more. And then Becky and Leah go, I think, almost every year, right?
Yeah, we go every year.
Been on my bucket list for so long. And so I'm getting excited because it's literally a month, like the end of next month. And so, one, are you coming?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have to buy tickets for that stuff, or like, how does it work?
Yeah. We'll figure that all out. We'll I think we should probably just I'll give you a list of things that there is to do, and then you can decide what to do. And because there's a trolley ride that's really fun, that's really enjoyable, that we should probably do, since it is sitting, right? Like, you just sit and you get a tour.
I want to do all the things, but I'm scared they're going to be booked up.
We're going right before it gets really crazy, although every year it progressively gets crazier and crazier.
I cannot believe it's the 1st of August. Like, I literally, like, where is the time going? I'm not ready for the kids to go back to school. I'm sitting here just like...
I kind of forgot we were recording a podcast for a second. I thought we were just on FaceTime catching up. That was nice.
Save it for the podcast. It'll feel like we're on FaceTime.
Yeah. It is crazy. My birthday is coming up, and I'm typically a birthday girly. I know a lot of people are like, birthdays aren't important, like all the things around it. I throw a party for myself every year. Like, I'm always a birthday girl. This year, I don't think I'm going to do anything.
Why? You're 35 this year. What do you mean?
Oh, but Leah also says I say that every year, and then I end up doing something. Some of my favorite birthdays, I did hibachi a couple years ago. I had 40 people here. We did that at-home hibachi experience.
Love.
We did
I must not have been a part of your life at that time.
No, you weren't.
Okay. Didn't catch the invite.
I went to Medieval Times for my birthday one year. You were invited to that. You just didn't come.
Was I pregnant or something?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Thank God.
Anyhow, if you're listening and want to send me a birthday card, I like birthday cards, so you can send me a little card in the mail.
I have to tell you something that I started talking about on Coffee Combos, but I'm not going on Coffee Combos for the next month because I'm getting surgery. And so if anyone here is a listener of Coffee Combos, I'm also going to send in a voice memo of this to Coffee Combos, but I wanted to say it here too in case anyone was following the story. Yesterday, Elijah and I both took Rio to his appointment for what we thought was a hernia.
This is on my list to ask you today. Leah's been asking me every day to ask you.
Okay, so I need to tell the full story. Last year, we noticed it around the time that he started the ISR swimming lessons. And it was like this bulge. And I was like, oh, that's a hernia. Take him to the doctor. They're like, yeah, it's a hernia. It'll resolve itself, whatever, no big deal. A year later, this summer. It started to get rounder, protruding, more defined, hard, and then it sometimes has like a green-blue shadow over it, almost like a bruise. Take him to the pediatrician. She's like, this is not a hernia. You need to go into ultrasound stat. And so I do. We take them. They're like, no, it's not a hernia. Look at the notes. The radiologist sent in the notes. Nobody calls me. And I read the notes and it says like granuloma, cannot rule out. I think it's like neoplasia, which is like a tumor. Freaking out. Mom heart crazy. Mom stomach drops into my asshole. Get a consult with general surgery yesterday. Walk in and they're like, this is an epigastric hernia. And I'm like, what do you look at? I literally looked at the doctor and I said, can you please pull up the notes that the radiologist sent? Because I'm not crazy. And he's like, I'm really sorry that you went through this. He's like, but first of all, it says below the belly button in the notes, not above the belly button. So they already had that fucked up. So he said, then you took him to an adult center for imaging instead of a child one. And I literally looked at him and I was like, I took him where they told me to take him, where the pediatrician told me to take him. That's where I went. And she was like, they put that on everything. Could be a granuloma, could be neoplasia, cannot be ruled out. Tissue diagnostics needs to be performed, blah, 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 whatever it says. The way that I looked at this doctor and cried in relief because I'm like, and then I look at Elijah and I'm like, do we need a second opinion? Because first it was a hernia. Now the same exact place that I took him to last summer that said it was a hernia has now said it's not a hernia. Now I'm taking him to imaging and they're saying they didn't say it in those words that it's not a hernia, but they were like side-eyeing basically. Mm-hmm. And now I take him to a children's hospital and they're like, no, it's fine. So I look at Elijah and I'm like, what do you think? And he's like, I don't think that we need a second opinion. And I sort of feel like I don't need a second opinion, but what is the right thing to do here? Like I'm relieved and I'm so thankful.
How long can hernias stay there for?
He said it may or may not resolve itself. And at the point that it becomes painful for him or he's complaining about it, then they would do surgery. But he said that in his experience, it doesn't make sense to remove the hernias if they're not causing pain or problems, which I do understand also.
Yeah, because like, why put him into surgery if you don't have to?
Right, and there actually is a second one now. There's like a second. So he has the one that is in the pictures that I think I sent you, and then he has another one now, and he's like, and he might get more.
I don't know. My gut feeling is I would get a second opinion just because you're like, you need a tiebreaker. You have one person telling you like this and that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what I like. It scares me because like of them saying it wasn't, but like I get also the misdiagnosis as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Let me ask Leah. Leah, we'll ask the medical professional.
I literally just cried out of pure relief because I was like, oh. Oh my God, look at his little shroom pajamas. Becks, you look so sweet. Oh, we're disrupting you.
Say hi. Are you pooping?
Yeah, Tim said leave him alone. Him has to poop.
Are you pooping? He's a good little guy.
He has to go poop.
Are you pooping? He's pooping. Oh.
Well, leave him alone. He needs privacy. He gained 2 pounds.
He did.
The 2 pounds.
Becky.
I also would get a second opinion.
Okay.
I would trust the pediatric surgeon more.
She said she would trust the pediatric surgeon more, but maybe just go to a pediatric person that ultrasounds so that it's just get a second ultrasound done.
Okay. Well,
but also then, or don't.
I would just go to another pediatric surgeon.
Yeah.
And have them review both.
Yeah.
True.
And if they say hernia, then definitely hernia.
Okay. Fair. I think that's fair. What are you reading right now?
You asked me this last time, and it's just going to piss me off, okay? Sorry. Because I just, my brain doesn't work to read, but I do want to tell you, now that Becks was just in here, 2 things. I started showering with him.
How do you do that? Because I've never done that, like with an infant.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do it and get something like actually shower?
So you're not supposed to wash them every night, right? Like I think it's just like every couple nights you're supposed to actually wash them. So Leah will help like wash him when he's with me, like if it's a wash night, and then the other nights like I just like rinse him off and stuff. But he loves the shower, and it feels special to me to have that kind of time with him too.
Mhm.
I'm gonna send you guys a picture. And so that's been really nice having that time.
So do you just hold him? But like, are you able to get your shower done if you're holding him?
No, I'll shower
Oh.
and then Leah will bring him in.
Oh, because like you're
me.
rinsing him and then you give him up and then you shower. Okay, I'm tracking.
Yeah, I shower and then bring him in. Let me see.
That makes sense to why that was never the case for me, because no one except for maybe Hobby while we were together could have helped me. Well, Elijah too, but not with three tiny.
See a titty. He like I'll put him like in the water too, and he likes it. Like it's so cute. And then number 2,
Aww.
Yeah, cute.
Oh, I'm glad that you guys have that.
Yeah, it's really nice. And then 2, we've just switched to him sleeping in the crib in his own bedroom.
Okay, how's that going?
Leah was very upset the first night, rightfully so. She didn't realize the attachment she had of him being, well, she did not realize it. It was very present. She didn't realize how hard it would be. She didn't prepare herself for it. Becks is a noise maker. He sounds like, and I'll send another video to you. He sounds like he's having an exorcism through the night, not crying, just making noises and grunting. And so we would try to comfort him in those moments, but like we don't need to be comforting him. He just is doing that because that's what he does. And then he self-soothes himself back to sleep. And so he loves his crib. He hates the bassinet, but loves because we've been trying to give him naps in there, so he gets used to it too. So we tried it, and he just got another shot 2 days ago, so he's been a little cranky. But I think long term it's going to work. He gives us a really good stretch from like 8 to midnight, or sometimes even to 2 or 9. Sorry, and then 2 to 4 is always a weird witching hour for him. He's like cluster feeding, pooping, but he's doing well. I think that it's going to be a long-term success.
Oh, for sure. I had no doubts. It's always weird because the more kids you have, you'll find that like not the same thing won't work for every single one. Mm-hmm. So like from the day I brought Elliot home from the hospital, he was in a crib. He never was in a bassinet in my room, never slept in my bed. But Lincoln, right off the bat, I co-slept. Yeah. Right off the bat. He had never slept in a crib a day in his life. So like you'll find that like it'll go just, you'll know.
In your bed still.
What?
Lincoln still loves sleeping in your bed.
Oh, if Lincoln can sleep in my bed, he will. And I do not deny him, because I'm like, he's 11, he's about to be 12. So,
that's cute. Wow, okay. I also feel like there's this sense of us taking our room back too. Like it feels like it's like there's a separation, and that feels nice. Like I feel like our room is it feels kind of like our own again, like not like this chaotic world of just like what's going on in here.
But also if he's in the other room, depending on whatever the monitor is set at, like if you have one, when he's like sort of like making those noises before he actually needs to be fed, you'll be able to sleep a little bit longer because that's hard too. Like when I have my kids in my room and they make any little noise, I'm like, what is wrong? And I can't go back to sleep. So if those noises are lower, or you can't, not saying that they don't need us, but like it will just give you a little bit more, like a couple more minutes of sleep.
Couldn't agree more. And his nursery is right next to they share a wall. So like his crying, we like can hear. So we use the Nano, which is nice, but we've been using the Owlet too, which has been really nice too, because it's like a sense of security of those things being tracked. So we're double dipping on the technology of making sure he's breathing throughout the night.
I picked up a new hobby.
Oh, God.
I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and bought a bicycle.
We just talked about this like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, today's day 3 of bike riding.
You bike ride on the main highway?
Yep.
Bro, I can't wait for paparazzi to get a picture of you. You wear a helmet?
No.
Kail, you need to wear a helmet.
If I fall, it's 2 feet.
Okay, it's not about falling. It's about getting hit by a car.
Oh, for real? I thought the helmet was for falling.
I mean, when you get hit by a car, you need a helmet.
Oh. First of all, why are you speaking it into existence as if I am going to get hit by? When you get hit by a car, you need a helmet. No, I don't. I didn't think about that. But the highway is not really a highway. It's just a road.
Okay, it's a highway. People go fast down that road.
They do. Yeah.
Wear a friggin' helmet.
Okay, I'll go to Dick's today. It gives me another reason to go to Dick's Sporting Good.
How's the biking?
The biking is not bad. I will say that because of the air quality, it's been ungodly. I don't remember. Every year I say this.
How many bikes did you buy?
3. But I need to go get a 4th one because I told Lincoln on FaceTime and he said that he loves to bike ride, so he's going to come with us too.
If you ever get out of biking, let me know because I'll take it over.
Prepare for that in the next couple months. Well, okay, so I was gonna say something. Oh, I want to get like the little attachment to put like the kids in it.
Yeah,
they'll probably freaking love it. But if I would put them on it in it and do the attachment situation, I wouldn't drive on this road, right? Like I'd go to like a place where it's not super busy. I got a bike. I'm gonna be skinny, stunting on everybody. Oh shit! I'm running over horse poop. Fuck. Brand new bike went through the poop.
Why wasn't I sent this?
No, wasn't sent that. That was put in the drive. She's saying, why would I get hit by a car? Because she's doing that while she's biking.
This video is comical. The kids in town, I live in like a really a secluded area like you do. The kids in town all have e-bikes now and they bike everywhere.
What is an e-bike?
No. Kail does not need to be on a bike that goes 25 miles per hour. No.
I don't.
No, she does not need to be on that. No.
I could barely stop with the traffic. It was not great because it's like once you like take your foot off the pedal and you're at the stop sign, like waiting for everyone to do their turns. And I'm like, okay, now I need to go. But like, I'm a little wobbly when it starts. And so when it was my turn and like trying to put my feet back on could you imagine if it was an e-bike, I would get hit by a car.
The thought of someone driving by you and just taking candid videos or snaps of you. Wear a helmet, first of all. I'm not going to say that again.
My haters are going to come try to run me over. Dude, I'm going to send minions to come
1,000%.
You need to wear like a reflective vest and get like flashers on your bike, like blinkers, so people know where you're that you're coming, and get like a little horn installed.
I can't believe this. Anyway, I'm happy for you getting a little physical activity in though.
And reflective vests.
Stop her writing a list. She's at higher risk of getting hit over by like an Amish buggy. And they will run you over.
Oh, they'll run me. I ran over all their poop though on my brand new bike. I'm just trying to be skinny. I'm trying to be a fit queen. I want my legs to feel like Becky's quads.
My legs are getting strong.
So I'm just, you know what? I'm going to be there. But after I get my neck chalked off, I can only go on the treadmill. She said I can walk. I can't get on the bike.
Walking at an incline is the best way to lose fat.
Well, that's good to know.
I literally told you this last episode.
Oh, well, sometimes I remember and sometimes I don't.
Oh, you think? Drink your water. I forgot to say, I told you offline, but I didn't say it on this. one of the difficulties we've been dealing with Becks and his sleeping is that he decided to roll over in the middle of the night, which means that we no longer can swaddle his arms. And this motherfucker punches the sky like he's fighting off demons the whole night. Like this. He's always just swinging at people. And that's just the life that we have to live now. I guess that we're just setting ourselves up for a success in the future because we're dealing with all this stuff so early that, like, we are not going to have to transition out of the swaddle in 2 months from now, like arms down swaddle, because we have to do it now. Now that's all he's going to know in his little pea brain.
Oh, Bex. That's a big milestone. Did you write it down?
No?
When he rolled over?
Do you have like a list of all your kids' milestones of that?
I did at one point, yeah.
Oh,
But
no, I don't. I'll just listen back to the episodes and remember when it was.
yeah, exactly.
I also had to get an HSG test done.
Okay, right.
People really scared me for this. Anyone that's gotten it said that it's like they've cried during it, that it's really painful. It is, and I'm not saying it's not. I expected the worst. I did okay. I didn't cry. They like stick a catheter into your cervix and then they blow up a balloon and then they squirt dye into your tubes to make sure that there's nothing blocking your tubes. And so that your tubes are working fine. I did it because my fertility doctor wanted me to do it. Since I had a failed transfer, he wanted to make sure there wasn't a reason, like medically, that was the cause of it.
Okay.
My tubes are fine.
I did everything except for the dye in the tubes. I had a catheter through the cervix and then they blew up a balloon, whatever, but it was for my bladder. They filled my bladder because there was a time where, not that I was pooping my pants in public, but I was peeing my pants in public and I wasn't feeling it. Like I couldn't feel the urge to go pee. Like it would just come out. And so they did that, but it was I don't feel like it hurt. It was just uncomfortable. But I also didn't do the dye in the tubes. And I don't know if that is pain.
There was a point where I started like getting hot sweats and there was the pain was like for 5 seconds. And so like, that's why it was bearable. If it was longer than that, that would have been a different story.
So how are you feeling about moving forward with another transfer?
I feel fine.
Yeah. Like, are you thinking before the end of this year?
Yeah, definitely before the end of the year.
That's kind of exciting though.
There
are pros. I've said it before. There are pros and cons for like gaps between the children, but also I absolutely love like Rio versus Valley, even Creed, because Creed and Rio are 2 years. Like I also love that. So I feel like whatever works. And also Becks and a new baby would be able to potty train around the same time. So you would essentially be done with diapers around the same time instead of like you're starting over us. And again, there's pros and cons to both, right? Like some people who are more like, okay, budget wise, I can't do 2 in diapers, but I can do 1 in diapers and then continue that. That was sort of like after when Elliot was going into preschool / kindergarten, I had Lincoln. So the diaper thing, I had a break or whatever, but that's exciting. We'll keep us posted. I have to go pick up contrast dye for my CT scans coming up because I have the nodule in my lung for my Prenuvo scan. And then I also have, I don't know if I mentioned.
Where do you just pick up dye from?
Oh, from the doctor.
Oh, okay.
Like I have to go to the doctor, pick it up, and they want me to drink it before my CT scans. And they're doing CT scan on my chest, CT scan on my abdomen, because the Prenuvo radiologist was like, you should go follow up on this nodule on your lung. It's 15 millimeters, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
And then enlarged spleen. So enlarged spleen. And then I have polyps on my gallbladder, which I finally got established with a PCP this week. I've never had one before, like literally my whole entire life. So I'm actually really excited. But she was like, I sent her like the Prenuvo scan or whatever. And so she was like, we're going to order 8 million labs. We're going to do the CT scans. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. So like, we're literally covering all bases. So I'm going to spend I think it's going to take like 6 months to a year to like get all the things that I need to do.
Yeah.
But in the
That's good, though.
meantime,
Preventative care is amazing.
it's a little scary because
Yeah.
I didn't remember if the radiologist brought up the polyps on my gallbladder. I didn't remember that. So when she said it, I was like, oh, I don't remember like hearing about it or seeing it. And then same for the enlarged spleen. I do remember him bringing up the enlarged spleen, but I thought it was just something I was born with. But she also told me that my new PCP, she was like, well, if you grew up getting strep throat, that those symptoms can also be of mono. And you could have an enlarged spleen because you maybe had mono at some point in your life. So, which I never thought of. So just like having a baseline for everything will be good.
That's why healthcare is so important for people to have access to, because preventative care can just be like a make or break for so many people. And preventative care is so important. And we don't do it because there's a lot of cost that comes along. Like, why would I get all these tests done and pay millions of dollars? But like in reality, it saves so much money from being spent when they find and catch things early. So I'm really happy that you are doing this, and I'm happy that you found a PCP. I also don't have one. I've never really had one. I'm really bad about going to the doctors. So the thing is that with having a married to someone that is a provider, like that she works in the ER. So anything that I would be like, oh, I need to go get checked for, I can just ask her, and then she'll be like, this is what we would do. And most of the time it's take ibuprofen and Tylenol, whatever it is, like, and then see what happens. Or if I need antibiotics, like that's like, I can just get, I don't have to.
But you've also been going through the process of like fertility. So you're seeing a doctor, you're getting your blood work. Like some women either have like they have an endocrinologist, for example, that they see for everything, or like a PCP, like their endo or their GYN will order their blood work. It just depends.
That's
on
what I was doing.
Yeah,
I was using my GYN as my primary care, which I know I shouldn't, but also it's so hard. Like PCP, like their schedules are booked out and you can't even get in with one.
I think it's important if you have like medication management. Like for me, that was like the push for me is I'm on mental health meds. So I needed someone to be like monitoring that, like making sure my levels are good. And then I'm also I was on a GLP-1 for 6 months, starting it again. So you need to check those levels too, like especially with the potential symptoms of GLP-1s and stuff like that. So
she also told me that she can't I was prescribed Focalin for my ADHD. She cannot touch my ADHD meds or prescriptions.
It has to be a psych, right?
Delaware has like cracked down. I guess at one point PCPs could do that, but now they've cracked down so much that it has to be psych that does it, which is, I could understand that if it was like, and obviously it's not her fault. Like I'm not coming for her. If it was like, I didn't have a diagnosis and already been on a prescription, I would say, okay, that makes sense, because I'm not going to just willy-nilly give somebody psych meds or like ADHD meds. But the fact that I was like, I've already been diagnosed with it. I've already been on 2 different meds for ADHD. Like to me, I'm like, okay, obviously I need it. It's not.
I switch my style of jeans so often. Like,
when you say style, do you mean like the fit, the cut?
I go back between girl and boy jeans like every couple years. My entire style of jean cut, gender, whatever it is, I'm back to boy jeans. And I was out in girls jeans for a while, but I'm back to boy jeans. And I think you would really like, Old Navy makes a 90s baggy jean. Like it's a boys jean, it's 90s and baggy. Love them. Amazing.
I think everybody has those, like Abercrombie, American Eagle. You might really love them.
I'm an Old Navy girl.
Okay. I actually haven't tried Old Navy jeans yet, but I will. Like I'm down.
You think I could get sponsored by Old Navy?
Yeah. Old Navy and Abercrombie have the best jeans for curvy girls, and I will die on that hill for them.
Abercrombie's expensive as fuck.
They are, but
but they have rewards. They have a lot of good rewards.
Yes. I will die on the hill of Old Navy. They always have sales, especially if you're a card member. There's always discounts.
I love Old Navy. Oh, I love Old Navy.
I'm not going to talk about my genes. First of all, my genes are Neanderthal. So my genes are COPD. My genes are fucked. So alcoholism, fucking drug addict. My genes are Jerry Springer.
I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to get a brand deal with Old Navy. I'm gonna speak that into existence. My goal the rest of this year and next year is to get brand deals.
I love that.
Thank you. You know what we didn't talk about?
What?
That TikTok that I made. And I texted it to you, and you didn't
And Sterling also texted it to me.
I figured she texted it to you because you answered, and like she commented, and then you commented like right after, and I was like, oh.
I didn't. She sent it to me, and I still didn't do anything. It was when I got tagged in it 100 times that I finally was like, all right, I'll go read whatever else I'll go see whatever.
I made a TikTok for those that haven't seen it that said, if I text you a TikTok link, that means I want you to see it. Like if I just send it through TikTok, I know that there's a chance you won't. But if I text it to you, that means I need you to watch it. And it's rude if you don't. And I tag Kail in it because I text her TikTok sometimes because I need her to see them, and then she just doesn't watch them.
Sorry about that.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Sorry about that.
I don't know what I would do without you guys. Thank you for the knowledge that you have presented me today because I truly had no idea that this was going on.
What book are you reading right now?
I just finished Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn, and I just started Fuel the Fire by Krista Ritchie, which is a book 8 in a 10-book series.
Let me see if there's anything else on my list I wanted to get to today. So, not to change the topic completely, but you know how there's sunflower fields?
Yeah.
How do they get the sunflowers all to face the same way? And like, don't
they look to the light?
Well, I don't know.
I think plants, like a lot of them, I don't know if you've noticed this with all of your plants, but like I noticed if I have it near a window, they sort of grow towards the window. And so I have to move them to grow up, like so that the other side will also grow.
Maybe I'm just dumb.
No, I could be making this completely up. Like I'm speaking out of my asshole.
You were correct.
She is correct.
Yeah, because the sunflowers, they'll turn towards the sun. Same with my monstera. Any of my plants, they'll like I can tell where my light is because my plants will start growing in the direction of where the light is.
Yep.
It's called heliotropism. Young sunflowers track the sun from east to west during the day to maximize sunlight exposure, then reset overnight to face east again. They move?
Mm-hmm.
Mature sunflowers usually stay facing east permanently. Wow. You know, this podcast has taught me a lot more than my master's degree.
Imagine. This is Karma and Chaos University. This is Karma University. This is Chaos University. You know what I mean?
I need everybody to write into the Facebook group and tell us what this podcast has taught you.
Yes, please write us what we've taught you. Because
we could do merch that's Karma and Chaos University.
Okay, period. I'm down. I'm so down.
That'd be fun.
The University of KNC.
And it might be far, but it's not that far where we're coming up on a year of Karma and Chaos.
UKC. You know how it's like UConn, U of T, UPenn. It's UKNC.
I was going to say how long you were going to go with the U.
Period.
U. That was a U.
U.
K. No, K is, this is K in sign language.
K.
C.
What's U?
I don't know.
Where's Elliot when you meet him?
We'll have to ask Elliot.
Or
cool. Let's read. Is it karma? Is it chaos?
What's you inside?
Okay. Hey, ladies, I absolutely love y'all on the podcast. I'd be so happy if you read mine. I'll start by saying I know I was a piece of shit when I was in my early 20s. I'm currently 26. I've never been the girl that was into sex. However, when I needed my fix, I would just sleep with the same two guys on the down low. One of my best friends, still current best friends, little brother. The other guy was my long-term 7 years ex-boyfriend's brother. The other guy was my long-term 7 years ex-boyfriend's brother. Oh, okay. So best friend's brother and ex's brother. Got it. Two sneaky links who nobody knew about, or it would literally ruin lives and relationships. Both men have now passed away. I'm going to write a book about this. And she was the killer. She killed them. Or everybody else killed them because they found out. Anyways, that's just my brain. Both from wrecks. Okay, so car wrecks, I'm assuming, maybe. My best friend's little brother was in a motorcycle wreck back in January, and my ex's brother lost control of his truck on a back road last year. Because I'm not one to have a lot of sex, I formed attachments to both of them. I attended both of their funerals. It's hard because I felt like I was more upset than I could show everyone around. Nobody had any idea what we had. I feel like I'm left on the back burner with all these emotions and I can't tell anyone. Is this my karma or just pure chaos? Wow, that is such an interesting, like,
Yeah.
I low-key feel bad for her because she's not putting their business out there and like, I slept with them. Like, I've been sleeping with him for however long. Like, she's not putting them on blast. Like, how lonely would that be?
That's so lonely.
That is so, I actually feel really bad for, I don't think this is karma because
I got some goosebumps from it to think about. Yeah.
I don't think it's karma at all because you're being private about it. You're not putting anyone's business out there. I mean, okay, it's your best friend's little brother and your ex's brother. Okay, but I mean, it is what it is. Is this my karma or just pure chaos? I think it's chaos. I feel bad. That's awful.
Yeah, I think it's chaos too. I feel really bad. That's such like a difficult place to be in too. I'm sure that happens to a lot of people. You form like this deep relationship that might be like a private relationship, and not meaning private in like a cheating way, just like in a private, like you don't tell people way. And then something happens and then you have to like go through that guilt kind of all of by yourself. I think you should talk to someone about it. Someone in your life that isn't associated with either of them, that like wouldn't be like a huge shock.
And not to be cliche or anything, but like if you don't have someone in your life that you could talk to about it, I would suggest therapy. And I'm not saying that to, I truly am not saying that to be cliche. It's like the guilt, that the grief and guilt and just mourning that comes with death is so weird. And it's not a one size fits all, like sort of unrelated, but like when my ex passed away, that relationship was really, really tumultuous. Like we had good times, obviously, but it was very volatile. Like to this day, I think about that man weekly, and it's such a weird, because like our relationship didn't end well, but I still have that grief. But I also feel like I don't know this for sure. I'm friends with his family on Facebook and stuff, but like I feel like I can't talk to them about it because they loved him in a different way than I did, but it was also so volatile that I didn't even go to his funeral because of it. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't know how they would feel and I didn't want to disrespect them. So I sort of understand him from like a loneliness perspective, but like that's rough.
Yeah, that is rough. Thanks for writing in though. And
hopefully
maybe just writing in helps out a little bit, that like,
because maybe other people will comment in the Facebook group about this and maybe you'll find a connection there, like that you could talk to someone there. We've gotten tons of messages from people connecting over this podcast. So like, if nothing else, I hope that someone else writes in with a similar story. Not that I wish that pain on anyone, but like maybe y'all could connect.
Yeah, absolutely.
But on that note, we're going to say goodbye until next week. And I'm going to have my neck chopped off in 11 days.
Well, wishing you the best of luck. Farewell to Kail's double chin.
RIP to my double chin.
Hopefully she comes back better than ever.
Better than ever. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Hater25 on all social media. Follow me so that I can maybe get some brand deals.
Also, you can listen to For the Haters podcast on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. And you can go follow the Instagram For the Haters on all platforms. And we'll see y'all next week.
Love ya.
See ya.